Emily loved dolls more than anything. Since she worked at a toy store in Portland, Oregon, she often bought her favorite dolls at discounted prices. Her apartment was filled with unique dolls collected from all over the world. Among them was one particular whimsy doll. This one looked different from the rest. It was stunning, and Emily had never seen such an adorable smile before. She brought the doll home that same day, thrilled as she admired its glassy eyes, golden sweater, long bunny-like ears, and wide-toothed grin. Emily hugged the whimsy doll tightly, took plenty of photos, and introduced it to her dog, Baxter, as the newest member of her doll family. Baxter, who usually wagged his tail happily at every doll, suddenly started barking and growling at this one. Emily found it odd but assumed he was just scared. She placed the doll on a shelf and went to bed. Baxter, who always slept beside her, kept staring at that doll and eventually bolted out of the room. The next morning, as Emily was about to leave for work, Baxter barked fiercely at the whimsy doll again. He grabbed her jeans and tried pulling her toward the shelf. Annoyed, Emily scolded him. When he wouldn't stop, she shut him in the bathroom and left for work. That day became her worst day at the toy store. The usually sweet and calm Emily suddenly snapped at a customer and yelled. Her manager reprimanded her and fired her on the spot. Emily couldn't understand why she had become so angry. Crying, she went home. When she opened the bathroom door, Baxter was gone. The room felt unnaturally cold. She sensed someone standing inside, watching her. Because of the dim light, she couldn't see clearly. Later that night, when she sat up in bed, there was no one in the room, just the whimsy doll lying on the floor again. She placed it back on the shelf and went to sleep. That night, Emily had a terrifying nightmare. She was in her bedroom when a monstrous creature appeared. Huge, jagged teeth, long claws sharper than knives, and a rotting red body. It moved toward her slowly and reached for her throat. She screamed, but the creature only laughed, a chilling, inhuman laugh, before slashing at her with its claws. Emily woke up in pure terror. The whimsy doll was sitting on top of her. She screamed. Baxter rushed in and, before Emily could react, grabbed the doll and tore it apart. Emily was drenched in sweat, her head pounding, but she didn't scold him. She threw the shredded pieces in the trash and went back to bed with Baxter beside her. In the morning, her headache was worse, and tiny red bumps, like bite marks, covered her arms. Baxter was nowhere in sight. She called him repeatedly, but he didn't come. When she looked into the bathroom mirror, she saw something horrifying behind her, the creature from her dream, laughing. When she spun around, it was gone, but the whimsy doll, destroyed the night before, was sitting perfectly intact on the bathroom shelf. Its cute smile had turned into a terrifying grin. Panicked, Emily ran outside calling for Baxter, but he was nowhere. When she walked back into the kitchen, her breath froze. The whimsy doll was standing near the sink, its hands and teeth stained red. When she opened the cabinet under the sink, she froze. Baxter's lifeless body was inside, bleeding. She realized the doll was not an ordinary toy. She searched the internet for information about cursed dolls and found multiple stories, people across the country claiming their collectible dolls were haunting them. People reported losing jobs, falling seriously ill, and even losing loved ones after bringing similar dolls home. Trembling, Emily understood that her whimsy doll was cursed. She burned the doll, collected the ashes in a jar, and threw them into the Willamette River. That night, She told her younger sister, Courtney, everything over the phone. Emily felt relieved, thinking it was finally over. But the next morning, Emily was found dead in her home. And beside her body lay the same Whimsy doll, a doll a co-worker from the toy store had taken home earlier. Rumors online began spreading that these dolls were connected to an ancient demonic entity. Some states had even banned Whimsy dolls, and paranormal experts have performed exorcisms on several reported cases. What do you think? Is the Whimsy doll truly cursed, or just a rumor?